What's up, YouTube modeling community? This is Rusty Rotor with my update video for the Hot Wheels replica group build 2022. I've gotten quite far. One thing I noticed with my wheels, Ryan always sends me, they're always a little wider because he knows I like them wider. So I don't know if you got your guys's are the same size or not. I said no modifying with the chassis. I didn't have no choice. Because I want it to look like that. See, my wheels are underneath the wheel wells. They're not sticking out. Which I wish they were, because it'd been a lot easier. The same way with the front are inside the wheel wells. I'm going to show you a picture of the actual Dior. Came in the kit, which is pretty sweet. It's like a brochure on the car, which is pretty sweet. Even the Hot Wheel has this kind of molded in. It's not defined as chrome and black and all that. So I am putting those on. I will paint this part the body color. And this part I will put the chrome piece on and then black out in between. Only because it's very faint. And you know as well as I do on Hot Wheels, the detail doesn't protrude out a whole lot. It's just like a little hump. But yeah. So, you know, this is the kit or the Hot Wheel I chose for my inspiration. I'm using the AMT. It's probably the newest release of the Dior. Most of it is really good. It does have a lot of fitment issues, had a lot of flash. But I've worked some of the fitment out. I still got to fit the Grille in and all that. But I got everything else kind of fitted and to see what I can do. But it's really cool. I mean, I drive the hell out of that. I mean, it's just got a 6-cylinder. See, there's the back of it. Mine will not have the chrome trim going down the sides. Same way, guys. Remember, no decals on the body. Don't worry about any decals. I just want to see the paint job. The metallic or metal flake, whatever you want to do, on the body. So, as you saw in my inspiration picture, there's my body color. It's got to get mixed up, but real decent green. Here's my surfboard colors. And then my chassis and my interior are all black. Now, I will be picking out the detail. I'll show you. Where's that? I got the interior all together. You see, really cool, futuristic. You know, this, you enter the car this way. And then this steering wheel was on a chain, so it would, like a motorcycle chain or bicycle chain, that would rotate out to get out of the way so you could climb into the seat and then push it back and it'd lock in place. And then when you steered, that's how it would steer the wheels. And then the shifters down here. The little chrome piece behind it was lights. You see down here. And then there's controls on here that I'll hand pick out. You can detail your interior, but painting. If the kit has decals for your dashboard, you may use those. And then my gauges, like speedometer, tachometer, I don't know if you can see them. They're down in there, right below this finger. There you can kind of see them. So I'll pick, you know, detail paint all that, but it's getting sprayed all black. And then I'll go in and I'll pick out and highlight whatever, just to, you know, accentuate. The Hot Wheels, the front does not open. So mine will not open. It will all be glued together. As you can see in the picture, you know, it doesn't open, so mine doesn't have to open. Same ways, like for example, a '68 Camaro. If the hood doesn't open, and it's just a flat, you don't have to open your hood if you don't want to. You can glue it shut, curbside it, no engine. I would put the engine block, paint the engine block and the transmission, put it in, so when you look underneath, it looks like it's got an engine in it. That's just me. I'm not saying you can't, but you know, the hood, if the Hot Wheels hood didn't open, yours shouldn't open either on the model. Chassis. This is where I had to modify. So all I did was move my leaf springs in. Okay. I re-drilled holes up here, because you can see, maybe you can't, right where my finger is here, this finger, there's a hole, and that's where the leaf spring would set in there, it'd pin in there, and then it would catch back here. Same on this side. All I did was move it to the inside. The diff is not modified. It's the full length. I did use parts box, kit bash. Got glue on it still. Some wheel backs. That just allows me to get my tires and wheels glued in there more solid, because I'll put a big glob of gel glue on there, and I'll get it down on 4s and let it set and dry, and then the wheels and tires will be, you know, in place, and mainly the wheel back first. I'll glue it once I get this painted, and then I'll set this that way I can see, kind of like back here, make sure I got it centered good. And then I'll, you know, then I can slide the tire on, put a little glue around the edge, slide the tire on, then put the sleeve in, you know, right in front of it. Because I got to, the way I'll do it is I'll chrome them first. That's a good tip, guys. Since these wheels are not finished, I would spray Molotow or whatever kind of chrome you use. Or if you want to use silver, it's cool. I'd spray those first. And then use a very, very fine paintbrush and get in there and pick out the black. I say that because that would be easier than to do the chrome, I think, in my opinion. Because, I mean, this is the back right here, and this is your front. Here's the lip. You know, those two pieces go together. So you can see, so if you paint this, I guess this should be chrome too. Chrome, and then in between, like the Krager spokes, the indented part, that would be black. Up to the round part of the center. So just like a little, like you took a bite off the piece of pizza pie, just those little areas in there are black. And then your lug nuts. I think the lug nuts, my Hot Wheels not real defined, so I can't see. Somebody can let me know down in the comments. Since Ryan is so detailed on his designs, the lug nuts are in there. So I guess I could maybe bring the black all the way up and then put chrome on the lug nuts. So it'd be a complete like piece of pizza. So that one's up to you, but they do need to be chromed and black, just like on the Hot Wheel. You can use your, if you have a real Hot Wheel with red lines on it, you can use that for your inspiration or whatever. So I did have to modify. I did not want to, but I did. Is I had to cut it out to allow, because my tires are wider. Now I could have got the file and reprinted them skinnier, but you know, at the end of the day, myself, I like the wide tires, and I didn't have to do a whole lot. Just I mean, it literally took me less than 10 minutes to do that, and then I just came back with a sanding stick and smoothed it all out. Inside looks good. Because my tonneau cover, this is where I scratch built. It had all different surfaces, kind of like on the box art here. You can see how it's all different textures. I didn't like that, and my Hot Wheels, it's smooth. So I took a sheet of styrene, laid this over there, traced it. I clamped it on. I used thin set Tamiya, went all the way around it. I let it sit for about an hour. Then I came back with my big sanding stick, rough, and got it all smoothed. And then I came back, final sanded it and smoothed it out and rounded the edges. So now it looks really nice. It's nice and smooth. So we've got that, and I'll put it on there and show you. Maybe. See, this is what I get. I didn't dry fit the tonneau cover, but that's okay. I'm not going to pause it. Give me just a second here. We're going to clip that off. Clip that one off, and that one. That one. There's little pegs, pins, and they're not needed because, as you can see, there's a border edge that'll hold it in place. And it's just going to be sitting on there for sure. There we go. That's all it needed. Get it on here and I can show you guys. This is just my progress video, my first progress video. And you can see, it sits on there nice and smooth. I've got my surfboards done. I mean, they're not done, but they're ready to paint. Primer. So there's my first surfboard, and there's my second surfboard. Now, if you notice in the picture, my fins on the surfboard look exactly the same. It's always good to have a reference picture. You guys can, I mean, as long as you got imagination and you know how to measure and stuff, it's not super difficult. And the surfboards are just about perfect size. I mean, they're a hair small, but at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. But there's my surfboards on it. And like I said, my front does not open. So this piece, I glued in little by little just to get it lined up, because this is where the fitment issue is on these. This is all whopper jawed and does not want to fit right. But I did get in there and clamp it down and glued a little area, let it dry. Came in, thin set it some more, thin set it some more. And then before I'm done, I'll go in and put some super glue and let that sit in there. And then I'm going to have to do a little putty work. You can see I've got a gap up here. And I got a little gap over here. And then sand it all down. This will be ready for primer. I've already sanded the body. And there you go. You can see I got my fins on there. And then the only other thing I've not fitted yet is the grill, which I'm getting ready to do. But I kind of want to show you that. Here's the lower piece. This is the piece that would actually open to allow you to step up into the car. I think that goes in. I don't know where it goes. I have to look at the instructions. But that's been sanded. My rear valance that goes up underneath here, that's been dry fitted and sanded. It has to go on last, unfortunately, to be able to get the chassis in there. So you know, I prepped it as good as I can, and hopefully when I go to put it in there, you guys can, it's not set just right, but you can see how it goes. I got this all lined up on both sides, so my rear bumper, or whatever you want to call it, will fit in there. So that's been sanded. Like I said, the interior's together. Chassis is done. The tie rod ends. The one with the kit's a little too long. It would actually bow it. So I may actually cut it in half, take about a 1/16 of an inch out of it, and pin it, and then put it back together. That way it can go on here like it's supposed to in the front. Radiator is in. Mine will have the engine in it. It will not be visible because the cover is on it. The interior will be in it, and it's only going to be visible from underneath. You know, if you wanted to put the Hemi in it, you'd cut it all out and do it that way, but you know, we're not. I am using the 14-inch rotors from Z-Force for the front, and the only reason I'm using them is because, as you know, I've showed you before, but in the back of these, they're pegged, keyed for these rotors to fit in there. And with that in there, that aligns my wheels perfectly dead center, and then that will, the rotor goes on there, and that puts my wheels right where they need to be. Up underneath the wheel well, you can see I got plenty of room from the face of the tire to the outer edge of the wheel well. That's about 1/8 of an inch. So I'm golden. That was super easy. And then it'll have the detail too. You look underneath, you'll be able to see the rotor. The back, unfortunately, it'll look like it has drums, which is okay. But I'm having a blast. I know I don't have my pad with me, do I? Yes, I do. 1 second. Iris and William have, or not Iris, Iris and Norman, I'm sorry, have already put their video up on Instagram. I did get to see it, their progress. They really haven't got anywhere, but they've got their ideas of what they want to do, and they showed all their stuff, which is that's acceptable. Hopefully they get some progress done between now and the 27th of October. That's when your next video is due, or pictures sent to me, or on Instagram, however you do it. But just make sure you link it to me. That way I can find it and I can go get it and I can save it. And then, like I said, I'll make a little collage every so often of everybody's progress and rattle off your names. It looks like there's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of us in it, because I stayed up till midnight last night and I didn't get any more entries. And people that don't watch my channel real often, you guys got an extra week. Get those entries into me, to be honest, because the deadline is a week from today. If I don't have anything in by a week from today, you can't get it, not this year anyways. I'm liking what I'm seeing. That Nova, I'm telling you what, that Nova is going to be really sharp. It is a cool Hot Wheel. I think I had it, but I don't think it was purple. I think mine was red, if I remember right. But it is a cool Hot Wheel, and that will be a cool build. Iris, so I commend you for picking that one, because I was really hoping somebody picked that one. Same way with the Eldorado, and the Charger. Chargers are, I have a sweet spot for Chargers. Yeah, I know I got like 3 or 4 of them built over there, and I got another one we're getting ready to build. And Camaros, we got a sweet spot for a Camaro, so I'm really looking forward to that one. So guys, get your videos up. You got till midnight tonight to get that first video or pictures to me, or on Instagram, however you're choosing to do it. And again, good luck, have fun. And if somebody's helping you, let me know. My wife's helping me. She's going to do this and do that. Let me know in your video or in your pictures, type it out. Let me know who's doing what. That way, when I read off, everybody's aware of who's doing what and blah, blah, blah. Today, I won't get any further on this today. I got to get I didn't get the Buick and clear coat yesterday. So that's my next step, is to do that. I did get the FET fixed, and I did a print, 8-hour print, and it printed really good. Matter of fact, I'm getting ready to cure it, and I can see more, but it looks like I'm golden, so that's back on track. Right now I'm just printing stuff for the diorama, which is the gas station and the garage and the big diorama. It and the Ghostbusters will be the biggest of the 3. The Gaster Knights, it's good size on its own, but it's not going to be as big or massive as the other 2. So, that being said, I'm going to call it quits here. You guys, you don't need to do no more than 10-15 minute video. I've got a couple minutes over only because I've explained a few things. This kit is a very fun kit, but be patient with it, because like I said, if you want this to open, if you're just building this as a regular kit, be very patient, because if you hinge this, it's not going to perform right. It's going to be all whopper jawed. I manipulated and bent these in. I would recommend maybe just gluing this piece in, that way you can shape and then putty in and sand, and then having the bottom open, because it's more doable. It's just got a pin here and a pin there, and you could probably do something where it manipulates. It definitely goes in here somewhere, now that I'm seeing it. I just don't know if this is the top or bottom. I have to look at the instructions, but it goes in there, and that would open up and step inside the car. I may have seen one of these in real life at a car show somewhere. I can't remember. But it's always been in the back of my head. That's why I picked this kit a long time ago. I had different plans for it, so now I'm going to have to buy another one. Because I want to do a Pro Mod Hemi in this, and full detail. My nitrous tanks being back here, fuel cell being back here, and then a smooth tonneau cover that'll probably hinge up. That way everything can be viewed. Tubbed all the way, little bike tires in the front, still run a straight axle, still run the stock interior just with custom features. But I may at that time only make this part open, even that, because if I run this issue again, this is about 2 hours worth of work just to get this set in there, and now I got to go back and do a lot of sanding, filling, sanding, filling, sanding, filling, sanding, prime, fill some more if I need to. So that's created a little work that I wasn't expecting. But these little pieces here too, even though my interior is completely black, these chrome pieces go up on the inside of the here, I can show you. They go up on the inside on each side. These will get painted black also. I'm not going to pick out a lot of detail. I may paint around and leave the vent chrome and then paint the rest of this, but most of it will be black. And that's pretty much all my pieces. There's a piece here too. I think this is the front. I still got to, yeah, it's like a chin spoiler. I will be adding that. I just got to sand it and get it fitted really good. And I will go ahead and glue this piece in and prime and paint all as one. And that's pretty much it, guys. That's where I'm at. That's where I'll be at till maybe this weekend when I feel better, if I can get down here and work on it. But we're on the back bench. We will be starting the NASCAR also next week, since the Buick's moving so fast. When the Buick's done, we'll finish up Wife's Choice and the 58 Impala. Then we'll move on to a new project. So until Friday, again, if you don't see me Friday, there's no video posted. Don't freak out. It just means that I just didn't feel good, and I'm not gonna make a video. But I definitely will Monday. I should be back up, moving around pretty good, hopefully. Fingers crossed. Knock on some wood. I thank you, everybody, for your kind words. Thanks for the subs. Thumbs up, thumbs down in the comments. How you think I'm doing on the Diora? Again, this is my first update video for the Hot Wheels group build, or Hot Wheels replica group build, 2022. And we'll see you guys maybe Friday, most likely Monday. You guys have a great weekend. Be safe. Have fun with this again. And if you haven't started a new project, get started on that project. I always like to see pictures, so send them to me via email. It's always down in the description. If you need any supplies, a new kit, a used kit, make sure you check out Mark down at Hobby Nut Models. His link's always down there. Just hit it. It'll take you right there. You can do all your shopping. One-stop type thing. Watch my video. Head right to Mark's. And you know, get you something. And that's going to help the channel. In return, it's going to help you guys see some great content. Great giveaways down the road. So I thank you guys. We'll see you. This is Russ Rotor. I'm out.